Because see, shame, where you're beating yourself up for all the being the loser that you are, it just reinforces the whole addiction cycle. And a lot of times we think that you can shame a person out of their stuff. You're like, what's wrong with you? But actually, it tends to have the opposite effect, and especially when it comes to addiction. Here's the devil's strategy. Some of you can relate to this. I bet you've experienced. In fact, I think all of us have experienced this to some degree. So you go along and you hit a pitfall, because pitfalls come in life. You're kind of having a low day. You're sad. You're stressed out. Something. You could use a dopamine fix. Along comes the devil and says, I got some dopamine. All you got to do is pop this pill, just toke this thing, just shoot it up one time, just view this website. Yeah, you'll get a nice buzz and you won't feel bad anymore. So you go after it. You take the bait. You take the pill, you push back the bottle, you eat the cake, whatever it is, and you get your dopamine fix, and it feels great for a moment. And then, bam, he pounces on you and says, you miserable piece of crap. Look, you gave in that temptation. You don't stand up. You don't have any backbone. You're a weak scud. You're a pseudo-Christian. You're a hypocrite. You're miserable. And you are miserable. So then he goes, I got some dopamine. I got some dopamine. All you need to do is take 2 pieces of chocolate cake now and 2 pills and pop back 2 bottles and shoot it up 2 times and you'll feel great. So you want to feel big because you're really miserable also. You take it and you feel great for a little bit. And then he pounces on you. You miserable scumbag, weak, snail breath, excrement, loser. You're miserable. And I am miserable. And he says, I got some dopamine. And you see, it's just a trap. Shame just drives us in that. The only way off of that shame treadmill is to get off the treadmill. And you do it like Gary did. For one thing, the devil always needs secrecy, anonymity. It's always got to be, the shame is why we want to keep it secret. So he's always like, no one will find out, no one will catch you, no one has to know. This is between you and you and yourself. No one has to know. And what Gary found out was that you got to break that secrecy. You got to confess. Just come out, confess. Come clean with this, confess, ask for forgiveness, and when you ask for forgiveness, the Bible tells us immediately you receive forgiveness. He is desiring, he wants to, he's longing to pour forgiveness on us. It's already forgiven, he just wants us to accept it. And so as Gary found out, you don't need to try to pay for your own sins, because the truth is you can't pay for your own sins, because the truth is they're already paid for. And there's no double jeopardy when it comes to the atonement. And so the truth is, when you ask for forgiveness, I don't care how many pills you've swallowed, how many bottles you've had, how much you've drunken, how much you've destroyed your liver, how full of tar nicotine your lungs is. I don't care how many houses you've lost, or bank accounts you've exploded, or relationships that you've downed in the process of your addiction. I don't care how much you've screwed up and how bad the pile is and how nasty the smell is. When you ask for forgiveness, you are clean. It is given to you. There, as far as the east is from the west, it's cast from you, praise God. And that's so important, because you need to return to innocence, to stay out of that shame cycle, to have that feeling of innocence. You get a do-over. You're born again, and you get a new start. And the slate is wiped clean. And then when you surrender your stuff to Jesus, it's just, he's so smart that you can trust that he'll even bring all the mistakes. Somehow he'll weave it into a trophy case. He'll use it to the kingdom advantage.